Hey there, Fielding ODL learners. Welcome to Leadership Theory and Practice. I'm Dr. Susan Cannon. I'm the instructor for this course, and I am so happy that you're going to be joining me this semester. I thought you might like to meet me by video and get a sense of what this course is about and how you can finish it with success and satisfaction. So I will be connecting with you from my office in Rockwall, Texas, which is near Dallas. So let me tell you a little about what you're getting into. The organizing framework for this course is a theory of growth and development for both leaders and for organizations. As you'll soon find out, it's not your mother's or your father's leadership course. It's actually, I think, a little more fun. And it's quite a complex body of work. We're going to break it down into bite-sized pieces every week so you can absorb it over time. And I promise you, this framework will be extremely helpful to you in your professional practice, in your scholarly research, if that's what you're doing, and for your own life. So it doesn't matter, how large or small your organization is. If you are in a practice for yourself, if you're not working at all, you're going to gain great insight into how human beings work, what makes them tick, why they do what they do, and how they do it. So this course is highly interactive, and the content, if you really do the work, can be quite transformative. So even though we're online, and I know some folks aren't crazy about that, the online classroom can support very meaningful discussions. In fact, you'll probably forget that you're really online. You get to really know people really closely. Many of my past students have remarked this was a surprising, delightful discovery that, that they had that experience here. So this first week is mainly about getting you oriented and comfortable. In terms of assignments for this week, we're just going to do a little warm up with some reading before we dive into the regular curriculum next week. Okay, so now based on years of experience with many different kinds of students from all walks of life, from all around the globe, I'd like to share my 7 tips for success in this course. So tip number 1, don't let the unknown or the different throw you. This course is probably designed differently than many you've taken. So just relax. You can do this. You're going to be internalizing a powerful model for assessing individual leaders and organizations. It really works, and it takes some time to learn. An aspect of the model is that leaders and systems grow through very distinct stages of development. And each stage is almost like a little world unto itself. You get a new type of leader and organizational system with its own beliefs and values, preferences, ways of seeing the world, types of acceptable behaviors. And each stage also has particular leadership theories that emerge from that worldview. Now, there are so many competing theories of leadership, as you probably have found out in past courses. But this is going to give you a framework for seeing which theory is appropriate for which leader or organization and why. So that's a really powerful thing to know. So for weeks 2 through 7, we're going to explore a new stage of development every week. So every week it's going to feel really different than the last because the curriculum is designed to give you an experience of that stage. So don't let that throw you. Just go with the experience. For example, one week we might have an open book test on facts because that's what's important to leaders at that stage of development. They're very much about facts, very rational. In another week, you might be engaging in very deep conversation, exploring meaning and emotions. Being authentic is important. So just flow with it. Just flow with whatever we're doing that week. So tip 2 is stay up with the coursework right from the beginning. Be systematic. We go through a lot of material each week, and each week's learning builds on what came before. You're going to have readings and audios to absorb, as well as written assignments, tests, and projects. If you have to go out of town or you have a family emergency or a health emergency, work with me so that I can help you strategize how to stay current. I know unexpected things happen in life. In fact, one semester, I had 3 unexpected funerals in 1 month. My mother-in-law, my close friend's son, and my own husband. The class I was teaching that time was terrific, and we figured out how to make it all work. So if something unexpected happens to you, don't give up. We can work it out. And as an aside, I'm happily remarried. That's why I'm living in Rockwell, Texas at this time. I actually moved here after living 35 years in Seattle and the San Francisco Bay Area. So tip 3, don't get discouraged. This is graduate school, and our course material is challenging, rightly so, and it requires you to be, to some degree, self-initiating. In fact, one of the first readings that you'll get, called The 9 Levels of Increasing Embrace, is one of the most complex of all. So don't let that upset you. You almost surely won't be able to get it all at once, and you're not expected to. I will be referring to that paper all throughout the course, and as we move from week to week, it will make more sense. Just do your best. Now, the learning materials are a mixture of audios, readings, PDFs, presentation slides, so I'm trying to meet different learning styles. I used to co-teach this course with Dr. Terry O'Fallon, who's a pioneer in the field of human and organizational levels of development. So you'll have an opportunity to hear Dr. O'Fallon speak in the audios. We also have 3 optional Zoom meetings planned so that we can talk things over in real time and I can answer your questions. And we can organize more of those Zoom meetings if you want. And of course, don't hesitate to schedule a call with me on any topic, anytime. So tip 4 is participate. And part of your grade is based on participation. You know, in an online classroom, it's just really important that you make posts. That means you put your written assignments up in the forum each week, and then you respond to what other students write. You know, in many cases, we'll have very specific discussion questions and reflections for you to respond to about the course material. This is a really important part of your learning because it helps you engage directly with the material and integrate it. You know, I'm not wanting you to regurgitate something to me. I want you to grapple with this material. You'll also get to ask questions and learn from the other students. Every year, students tell us that was one of the most valuable and unexpected aspects of their learning in this course, what they learn from each other. Okay, so tip 5, don't miss the easy points. Just so you know, I carefully track the assignment completions and your participation in the discussions. And you'll see that they are worth each week a certain amount of points, and there's only 15 points total for the whole term. And I've seen students get careless such that they could have made a letter grade higher, you know, just with the addition of one fairly easy, you know, posting that was worth, you know, half a point or something. So even if you're struggling with the material, if you really apply yourself and you participate, you will learn and you'll have a good chance to do well. You know that I'm in your corner. So tip 6 is speak up. At the beginning of the course, you may feel some vulnerability, even outright fear about making your ideas public. You may have some concerns about being judged, you know, feeling less capable than everybody else, you know, saying the wrong thing, you know, that kind of thing. And then your own resistance can rise up to the point that you're procrastinating, which doesn't help you. Just know that these feelings are normal. They're not true. And if you're courageous and you just put it out there, those feelings are going to pass. We're all learning together. So tip 7, you know, get tight with your team. We're going to be working in teams or groups. So it's good to get a solid foundation going with your teammates as soon as possible. So your group project is worth 20% of your grade. And we start on it almost right away so that you have a long lead time. And actually, I'll be giving you assignments every week so that, you know, by the time you get sort of 2/3 done with the course, you pretty much have a rough draft. So in this project, what you'll actually be doing is creating a teaching presentation to teach the material in this class to the other students. So group cohesion plays a big factor in the success of this project. You may have to coordinate across time zones, and somehow, you know, in my experience, everybody manages to work it out. It can be tempting to just divide everything up and have each person do their assignment and then just kind of mash those together. But what I've seen is that the result of that is not nearly as successful as with the teams who work together on the project as a whole, you know, kind of iterating and organizing with each other week to week. There's a kind of synergy that adds something to the project. So that gives you some pointers on successfully navigating this course on leadership theory and practice. One of the good things about an online course is, I'm only a post or an email or a text away from answering any question you have. You can also talk by phone, like I said, so don't hesitate to call me. Okay, so that's it. See you online. Okay, bye-bye.